tell us about Indiana State.
Well, I mean, you're dealing with the Missouri Valley team, who traditionally is a very good basketball conference, a very high level of skilled basketball conference, well coached throughout the conference, kids that play hard, things of that sort, and Indiana State definitely fits that mold. You know, they've got a shooter that shoots it very, very well, and we're going to have a lot of trouble containing her. And then they got a post player who's always a challenge when you play a team with a good post player. And as you get into the postseason, everybody has a good post player. You know, so we'll have to double her and try to get out of her hands as much as possible.
How was your health? Not your health, but your team's
Good. I actually had a vitamin C this morning. I feel spectacular.
I knew as soon as I said it, I'm like, that was a bad way to phrase the team. How was the health of Karen and Heidi?
They're getting better. You know, every day that Karen practices, she's getting a little bit more back. You know, Heidi ran mostly pain-free the last time we practiced yesterday. So encouraged to see how she looks today on the floor, and actually hopeful for the first time that we might have her in a uniform and be able to get a few minutes out of her on Thursday.
Coach, when you talk to the kids finally after yesterday, and not just knowing who your opponent is, but knowing that you were at home and they were going to have a chance to play again at Bigley, you know, what was their reaction? If you could maybe describe, you know, their feelings.
I mean, that would definitely be a better question for Liz, but from my observation, I saw excitement. I saw an excitement that I haven't seen in a while from them. You know, it's something new, and you knew it was going to happen because we were an automatic qualifier, but I think just actually see your name on the board and see that the game was in Youngstown, Ohio, I think provided a little bit more excitement and kind of made the situation a little bit more real. You know, so it was a good time last night, and it was exciting, and you know, hopefully we can carry it over to the floor the next couple of days in practice and in the game.
Well, I'm curious for you about your post-game quote about, I've got to see more from my passion for my basketball team. We're not going anywhere. We're not going to play under.
I was 100% serious.
What changed your mind?
The players. You know, we had to sit down when we got back from Green Bay. You know, it was probably the longest team meeting that we've ever had. And we worked some things out, and we agreed that if we were going to play basketball, that we were going to play it the way that it was supposed to be played, with a lot of effort and a lot of energy. You know, and I trust them as players. I trust them as people, and that was their decision, and I was more than willing to coach them. I have had a lot of fun coaching this team. They're a great group of young ladies to coach. They play with a lot of passion, a lot of energy, and that is fun to coach. The other way is not. So we decided that's the way we were going to play, and hopefully we'll do that on Thursday night.
Coach, you expect another big crowd?
I do. You know, it's exciting. The men play tonight. Our last home game, we had almost 1,700 people. It was a great environment, and I think Indiana State's a very good basketball team. I think it'll be a very good basketball game Thursday night.
Bob, I know Jerry said this yesterday. I mean, playing in CBI or CIT, you know, is not the ultimate goal, and I'm sure it's not the same for you to play in the WNIT. Can you just address that? You know, I know what your ultimate goal is. I guess, can you just address it?
Yeah, I mean, our ultimate goal is to win the conference tournament and qualify for the national tournament. But this, you know, I think by and large we've had a very good year. I thought our kids have played hard and played well for most of the year. There wasn't a big drop-off. There wasn't a big lull in our season. We lost back-to-back games once the entire year. And I think for a better part of the season, our kids showed up and worked every day. And I think this is a good reward for a team that does such a thing. And it's a good springboard as we finish whatever we finish, whenever this thing ends, as you get ready for your spring and summer workouts and prepare for the next season. It's a great experience.
I'm sorry, is there a chance to host a second round game, or what's that status?
I'm the wrong person to ask. I hope so. I'm very appreciative of what our administration has done and our fan. I think it's a combination of the bid by our administration and the fan support that we get that allowed us to play at home. And hopefully we'll try again to do it in the second round. But just appreciative of everybody that made this game on Thursday possible.
Bob, over the years, and I don't think it's any secret, you know, football drives, and for the administration to back a $35,000 bid for, you know, the men's tournament, at least 6,500 for this. What's it say? Is I'm not saying the tide changing, but is the administration maybe taking notice, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, the administration's been incredibly supportive of everything we've done since I've been here. You know, I know you guys have a lot more experience with it than I do. But from Ron on down, he's been very supportive of us trying to do everything that we can do to provide our kids an opportunity to win basketball games. And that's been very clear, and, they've been very supportive. I don't have any complaints or any basis to say otherwise, really.